Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Well, here it is. After a combined 5 hours of semi-final play, we are down to our final two teams. It is NMC Canes, the 15U group, and NMC Carevic, the 16U, up next for the championship on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
One final time today, good afternoon and welcome to Jackson High School, home of the Polar Bears. It is time to crown an NABF World Series champion. It is NMC Carevic taking on NMC Canes for all of the marbles. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon, live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. This nasty thing that we call rain has started to lightly descend on Jackson High School, so we will see how that ends up affecting this ball game. A drizzle for now, but if that does become more steady, that could alter the fate of one of these two teams, as we have seen the rain do some nasty things this summer. It is NMC Carevic as the home team in this game, and they're going to have River Blomquist, number 21, on the mound for this championship game. He was the DH in the semifinals, and I believe had himself a hit or two. Branson Reed is in to lead things off for NMC Canes, and we are underway at 4:28 with a foul tip, 0-1 the count. Keep in mind, NMC Carevic, they are the heavy favorites, given the fact it's simple. They're a 16U team, and NMC Canes is a 15U group. But the team that NMC Canes took down, the Diamond Boys, they're a 16U group as well, so they're used to pulling above their weights. 0-1 is in the zone, now 0-2 the count. Two good pitches to begin from Blomquist. The 0-2, up high for ball one. But do not count out this NMC Canes squad. They are a scrappy bunch, and they want to bring it to their older counterparts. They want to show that they can hang with the big boys. The 1-2, good drive over to the right side, and it is through for a leadoff single. Excellent piece of hitting from Branson Reed. Now, with the leadoff man aboard, that definitely does shock some. Don't know if that is exactly what we expected from this game, but that is the start that we will have. NMC Canes has their leadoff man on, and that'll bring in Jackson Payne, the center fielder, and our player of the game from the first game today. Blomquist, he'll throw back to one, and he got him. It is a pickoff for out number one. Nicely done by Blomquist. Just kind of freezes him over at first base, and he is able to get that excellent pickoff. We'll see it here on the replay. Perfectly done, and just kind of freezes, takes his time, and when eventually he throws over, it is perfect. Just an easy first out. And now he gets back to the batter. 0-1 the count on Payne. Jackson Payne wearing number 9, a rising sophomore at Pleasant High School. The 0-1 from Blomquist. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. And I think after that pickoff move, Blomquist is really starting to find his stride and get in a good rhythm. No balls, 2 strikes. Blomquist fires again. Swing and a miss on 3 pitches. He gets out number 2. Strikeout number 1 today for River. Yeah, he is dialed in. I think it was pretty clear after that pickoff move that he was, but if there was any doubt, that doubt is gone away now. 2 up, 2 down. And that'll now bring in Jace Canes, the starting pitcher for NMC Canes. Jace wearing number 7, a rising sophomore at Shelby High School, comes in listed at 6 foot 150. First pitch up high for ball 1. In the bottom of the inning for NMC Carevic, it is Colleran, McMillan, and Lewis. And that is where the power begins to show. The 1-0 in the dirt, now 2-0. With this NMC defense, a lot of good plays in the last game, and a lot of that basically kept them in it. The pitch, it is going to hit the inside edge, and that is going to be strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Canes, and the on-deck circle, it is going to be Ciroli. Popped up to the right side and out of play, and we are even. Looking at this NMC Carevic defense, it is Reef Snyder behind the dish, Lewis at first, Cervenik at second, Lewis at short, Leach at third, Miller in left, McMillan in center, and Colleran in right. It is Knox Lewis at first and Cale Lewis at short to kind of get rid of that discrepancy. And that does officially set the defense for NMC Carevic. Rain coming down more steady. Here comes the payoff pitch. Chopped foul. Count remains full. Once again, 2 down. And the manner that NMC Carevic is playing in is one that is going to get them a quick result here. They played a really long semifinal game. So did NMC Canes, but NMC Canes had a long break in between their outings. The payoff again from Blomquist. It is up high and to the backstop for ball 4. Canes will draw the walk. Excellent patience by the starting pitcher. Hangs in there and is able to reach safely via the patience. Ciroli, the rising sophomore at Ontario, now steps in, listed at 5'10", 195. And we talk about NMC recruiting a lot of great players. There is a prime example of the frame they look for. Guys that can mold to add muscle onto, that also have a good height behind them. They can definitely make themselves into good ball players for this organization. Fly ball sent off to the right side in foul territory. And it is going to be caught, and the side is retired. Nice composure over at first base by Knox Lewis, and the inning is over. Excellent work defensively by NMC Carevic. No damage done by Canes in the top of the inning. Middle of 1 in Jackson. No score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. NMC Carevic looking to pick up where they left off in the bottom of the 10th, now in the bottom of the first inning of their second game of the day. No score on SmeeSports. It is going to be Braden Colloran, the right fielder, stepping in to lead things off for NMC Carevic. Once again, NMC Carevic is in the blue. NMC Canes is in the whites. First pitch, he is going to fly that one into the outfield, and it is going to get down, and it is going to be in fair territory. It is a big leadoff double for Colloran. And that is the dream start for NMC Carevic. Runner at second immediately. And it looked like that ball was going to go foul, but somehow in some way, I think it just hit fair on the line. And the opening run is now in scoring position, setting up Aiden McMillan, the center fielder. McMillan, he finished 7th in max exit velo at the PBR Top Prospect Camp with 102 miles per hour as his reported exit velo. If he can drive one with that here, then look out. Speaking of look out, that pitch is well off the plate for ball one. It is Chase Canes on the mound for NMC Canes in this championship game. He was in and around the same spot in the lineup last time out, but it was somebody else on the mound. The 1-0, it is in there now, 1-1 the counts. It was Grady Riggle who started that game on the rubber. However, today in game number 2, he is inactive. The 1-1, swing and a miss, now 1-2. But if you are this NMC Kane squad, you're already going up against a very good team. Not to mention, they are within your organization. It is a tough, tough game. The 1-2 taken off the dish, and we are even. Good patience from McMillan. After McMillan, it's Cale Lewis, then Cam Miller, who hit the walk-off in the last game. And that was a nice RBI single piece to the left side between third and short. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch from Canes. It is there for strike 3 looking. 1 down. First strikeout of the game for Jace Canes. And after a leadoff double from Colloran, it is a good response for out number 1. Cale Lewis, the shortstop, now steps in. Last game, a couple of nice putouts. And once again, he is one of the top guys on this roster in regards to pedigree. This 3 and 4 mixture of Lewis and Miller, really the heart of the order, especially in regards to their high school talent. And then you could probably throw in Schroyer in the 5 as he did pitch in the championship game this past year for Waynedale. Chop to Peters over at third, and he is going to bobble it. That'll put 2 on with 1 down, setting up Miller with an opportunity to bring in a run. And then from there, just keep setting up opportunities for the rest of the team. And that is the goal in an inning like this. The offense, there are so many different spots that you can occupy. You can be the guy who moves somebody along. You can be the fast runner. You can be the bunt guy, the glue guy, the power guy. And in a championship game, all of those different rules or play styles kind of come together, and they can really give you a really good team outing. And Miller, a guy that can just drive in runs, that is his play style. And it's weird kind of using that term in baseball, but it's true. You look at some of these great lineups. Some guys are speed and some guys are power. You're not going to ask Ricky Henderson to go 450 to dead center, and you're also not going to ask Aaron Judge to steal a whole host of bags in one season. Each player great in their own right, just completely different roles. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count's on Miller. The pitch. Off the plate for ball 2. Going back to Cam Miller's exploits, 2-time All-Ohio first team this past year. 418 average, 33 hits, 20 RBIs. On top of that, 24 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts, and a .887 ERA. 2-1. It is going to be a ball. 3-1 the count. In the on-deck circle after Miller, it is Troyer. Canes sets and fires. It is in there for strike 2, and we are full. Canes needed that one in there and was able to get it. But still, one more ball and the bases would be loaded. You have to be careful of that early on in the game. The payoff pitch, it is flown foul off to the right side. Given all the pressure against this game, it's a championship. You're going up against players that know you. Having the bases loaded is just an extra stress you don't need. The payoff, it is there for strike 3 looking, 2 down. Excellent work from Canes, able to get that strikeout. He now has 2 in this inning. Still a very good opportunity for Logan Troyer, the rising junior at Waynedale. He comes in listed at 6'3", 190. First team WCal this past year, and he threw a complete game shutout in the state championship game this past season. And on that pass ball, 2 runners will advance into scoring position for NMC Carevic. So the opening run and an insurance run, both waiting at 3rd and 2nd respectively. And this is where the patience game can really be tough for this NMC Carevic offense. 4 runs in the last game, an opportunity to bring half of that in here. Fly ball sent into left field, and it'll be caught, and the side is retired. Nice work by Genevieve to get underneath it, and he will get the final out of the bottom of the 1st inning. He will lead off the top of the 2nd for NMC Canes through 1 in Jackson. No score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. It is Maverick Genevieve stepping in to lead off the top of the 2nd inning for NMC Canes. No score, through 1 on SmeeSports. This is the 2025 16U NABF World Series Championship game. It is an all-NMC affair. As expected, the Diamond Boys, they gave a good fight in the first game of the day, but in the end, they did fall short 18-14 to NMC Canes. Then in the second game, it was NMC Carevic taking care of NMC Bliss 4-3 in 10 innings. First pitch from Blomqvist is up high for ball 1. Blomqvist, the guy looking for redemption next year after Medina bowed out in the state tournament to Perrysburg, losing in a very tough regional final. After Genevieve, it is Peters and Allen, so 5, 6, and 7 for NMC White in the second. The 2-0 up high for ball 3. And it was last time out that we did see the same kind of struggle in the top of the second inning, that time from Flores on the mound. 3 balls, no strikes. The lefty fires, and it is down low for ball 4. It is a leadoff walk for Genevieve. A great start to the inning for NMC Canes. Back-to-back innings where they get the leadoff man aboard. But last time out, he did get picked off, so we will see how aggressive or probably how careful they're going to be over at first base this time out. Throw back to 1, not in time. But it is Hayden Peters, number 42, stepping in now for NMC Canes. He came in late in game number 1 today over at third. First pitch fouled back, 0-1 the count. He comes in listed at 6'1", 270 pounds. 0-1, not quite. They'll throw back to 1, and it is not in time. And that is the danger of having a lefty on the mound against you. He does have that extra wiggle room where most pitchers would have to turn around completely, or to get a look like that balk. Not a lefty. They have that clear line right to first. Peters will drive that one deep to left, and that one, it is gone, but foul. So Peters went yard, but unfortunately for him, it will not matter. That is very tough, as that was a good drive. Now, if that was fair, that would have been one heck of a way to get that run. Or in this case, 2. But instead, he will have to try again. 0-2 count. The pitch up high for ball 1. But I didn't think that home run could potentially be on the bingo card in this game for this NMC Kane squad, but it looks like it might just be. The 1-2, Peters, he takes inside, and we are even. To get Peters on here as well, that will put 2 on with nobody out. A good spot for NMC Canes, but still a little work to get there. And on top of that, Blomqvist, he could also get a pickoff. He will throw back to 1, but it is high and wide, not in time. Good work by Knox Lewis to be able to catch that one over there. Knox, I don't believe, played in game number 1, or if he did, he came in late. The 2-2, Peters takes up high for ball 3, and we are full. But Knox Lewis, the first baseman, 6'2", 195, just like Cale, a rising junior at Hillsdale. Football, basketball, and baseball are his sports. Here comes the payoff pitch, and he will take strike 3 looking, 1 down. A lot of strikeouts looking so far in this game, and that'll be strikeout number, I believe, 3 recorded by Blomqvist. Blomqvist has had a couple of strikeouts so far, and that has definitely helped him out a lot. The bunt fouled back, 0-1 the count. We're looking at that, it would only be number 2. So each pitcher has 2 strikeouts to his name. But still a runner at first, 1 down. The 0-1, he slips. It is up the middle, scoops up. The throw to 2 is in time. The relay to 1, it is there. And the side is retired. From the pitcher slipping to a double play, a full whirlwind of emotions and a range of possible outcomes. But in the end, it favors NMC Carevic. You'll see it here. He slips on the pitch. And the fact that it turned into a 6-4-3 double play is truly impressive. Either way, the inning is over. Middle of 2 in Jackson. No score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome back to Massillon Jackson High School. Bottom of the second inning. No score on SmeeSports. NMC Carevic looking to do some damage after the offense fell just short in the bottom of the first. First pitch of strikeout won the count. Leach, Cervenek, and Reef Snyder this inning. So 6, 7, and 8 for Carevic. The 0-1 up high now, 1-1 the count. Cade Leach leading things off. A rising junior at Norwayne has a posted 91 exit velo on his swing. And that is, I believe, the upper echelon of the tallies. 1-1 in there now, 1-2 the count. But the winner of this game walks out here with the NABF World Series in hand. And that is a good honor, as this is the first time potentially ever that these competitions have moved away from Struthers and Bobseen Park to over here in the Canton area. So a big change happening. Here's the 1-2, and it'll bounce in, count even. Next week we will be at Thurman Munson to wrap up our summer coverage next Sunday, as that is going to bring us the championships of the Collegiate NABF World Series. So it should be a fun day at the home of the captain. The 2-2 bounces to the backstop, and we are full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Right now, if you are NMC Carevic, getting the leadoff man on, whether it be patience or a swing, is key, as that can really open up the offense to work a little bit more comfortably. And they will have that comfort. Ball 4 flies to the backstop. The leadoff man is on. The leadoff man on, that'll bring in Ryan Cervenak, the rising junior at Hoover. Cervenak played in the outfield last game, now is the second baseman for NMC. And you look at this defense, pretty much the same exact one that we saw last time, but a couple of tweaks made as well. First pitch, it is to the backstop. And that'll put the opening run in scoring position for NMC Carevic. Nice work over at first base by Leach to read the down angle. But setting the defense for NMC Canes. Canes on the mound, Ciroli behind the dish. Studer at first, Bowman at second. At short, it is Reed. Third, it is Peters. Left, Chenevy. Center is Payne. And in right field, rounding out the defense, it is Allen. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The pitch. That one will miss now, 2-0. And with the go-ahead run standing in scoring position early on in the game still, this is an opportunity for NMC Carevic to have a big inning and really take control early. 2-0 scooped up for ball 3. And I feel like Canes starting to struggle to find the zone. Could have a mound visit upcoming soon. And we'll see if anything does end up happening. But a lot of that does hinge on if this is a ball or not. The 3-0, it is going to miss off the plate for ball 4. And that is going to put 2 on with nobody out. It is back-to-back walks. And it looks like no time will be called, and Canes will try to battle this one out himself. Reef Snyder, the catcher, now steps in. An opportunity to knock in 1, potentially 2. We'll see where he ends up putting it. If he does get a swing, as once again it's a ball. And given how the game is unfolding, I don't really think you see a swing until we see a strike. I would kind of think that that would be the natural progression of this. The 1-0, it is to the backstop, and that is going to put 2 runners in scoring position. So an even better opportunity for Reef Snyder to knock in a pair. And that would put Carevic on top in this championship game. 2 balls, no strikes on Reef Snyder. And at long last, Canes able to hit the outer edge for strike 1. And he has to work off of that pitch. A tough inning so far. 2 walks, a lot of balls. This is where he can get back in and really start to re-solidify. Instead, it is pieced into left field. That is going to bring in at least 1, potentially 2. And there is number 2 coming around to score. It is a 2 RBI single for Brock Reef Snyder. And that'll make it 2-0 NMC Carevic. They strike first at long last. The offense having a good start to the inning. And after some shrewd base running, they finally are put in a spot where they can bring in both. And now, as expected, this is Carevic's game to win. A good piece up the middle, and it is down in right center. They're going to send the lead runner to third, and he is in. Put runners at the corners, still nobody out. And that was a nice piece of hitting from Knox Lewis. And with that swing, 2 on, nobody out, we go back to the top of the order. But what a second inning, at least so far, for NMC Carevic. And now it is going to be Braden Colloran stepping back in. Colloran back in the first inning, had a double. Runner at first goes, throw down to second. It is not going to be in time, as it is cut off to see if the runner would go home. Now 2 runners in scoring position. The scenario that brought in 2 last time resets. The pitch bounces in, good take. Colloran listed at, I believe, 6'3", 205, 99.1 exit velo. He earned a TPG invite this year. On top of that, he won Offensive Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year for St. Ignatius Baseball. The 1-1 hits the strike zone on the outer edge. Now 1-2 the count. 2-0 NMC Carevic on top in this NABF World Series Championship game. The pitch, taken in the dirt. Count now even. In the on-deck circle after Colloran, it is Aiden McMillan. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Kane sets and fires, swing and a miss, and there is out number 1. Strikeout number 3 today for Jace Canes. And that is a good step in the right direction for the NMC boys in white. With 1 down, it is McMillan stepping in. He struck out looking his first time up. You have to look at those 2 runners in scoring position as must-have runs. You set them up early on in the inning, you have to bring them around to score. If you strand runners in scoring position early on in the game, then later on, when you need those runs, they're not going to be there. And that is going to make your job a lot more. Opportunities aplenty for Carevic, but they just couldn't bring in anybody up until the 10th inning. And that ended the almost 6-inning hiatus of scoring for both teams. The 1-1 bunt is shown. It is perfectly down. And now there is no play anywhere. Throw to 1 is not going to happen. And now he went home because the runner went from second to third, 2 down. That could have loaded up the bases, but instead it's a free out given. A tough break there for the offense of NMC Carevic, but they do get that fielder's choice, and now it is Cale Lewis stepping in. 2 down, 2-0 already. 2 runs scoring in this inning for Carevic. So they will walk out of here at least with a lead in hand. The question is, how good of one? First pitch up high for ball 1. Once again, the rain's still somewhat coming down, kind of a drizzle if anything. But we will see if that does continue as this game progresses. 1-0 is in there now, 1-1 the count. Next inning for Canes, it is going to be Studer, Bowman, and Reed, 8, 9, and 1. The 1-1 takes it. They will appeal, but it doesn't look like they're going to get the decision. Now they do. Motion strike at the end, I think. And there it is officially. The umpire in the field waited a good couple of moments to call it. Now the 1-2. Ground ball hit to the left side. Going to be a tough play to make over at short. The throw to 1. It is just in time, and the side is retired. A pivotal putout ends the inning and prevents a third run from coming around to score. Still 2 runs score in the bottom of the inning for NMC Carevic. Through 2 in Jackson, it is the boys in blue up 2-0 on NMC Canes. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Two innings complete, and it is NMC Carevic up 2-0 on NMC Canes. This is the 2025 16U NABF World Series Championship game. And as of right now, it is the home team looking poised to take home the crown. But a lot of baseball left to go in this one. Ball 1 taken by Studer, the first baseman. And then he'll foul that one off. Now 1-1 the count. A good, powerful drive off to the left side. And once again, we are up here in the broadcast booth / press box at Jackson. It is just above the third base dugout. So everything moving a little bit different opposed to the behind the plates view. 1-1 in the zone, now 1-2 the count. But a very nice press box here, very similar to Alliance and Mount Union, as it is on one of the baselines, just this time at third opposed to first. 1-2, it is there for strike 3 looking, 1 down. Nice pitch from Blomquist. He now has 3 strikeouts in the game. And that is back-to-back that are looking. And I've said it a couple of times, and as the number increases, we'll say it again. So many strikeouts looking in this game. Both sides not being as aggressive as they could be so far. First pitch to Bowman is a ball, 1-0 the count. And for those wondering about the rules of this championship game, while there is no time limit, there is a run rule of 12 runs after 4, and that is a 12-run lead, and then 10 runs after 5. Otherwise, we are playing a full 7. Blomquist 2-0. It is in the zone for strike one. And if Carevic can silence his offense for a couple of innings and just kind of cruise from there, they could have a quick yet successful outing. 2-1 down low for ball three. And so far they have allowed one base knock. I believe two actually, so we'll see how that ends up working out in the end. If they can get any more or if that is the extent of their offense. 3-1, it is down low in the dirt for ball four. It is a walk with one down, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Branson Reed. Reed 1 for 1 in this game. He led it off with a single to right field. A lefty versus a righty matchup on the mound to the plate. Blomquist, he will throw back to one. Close but not in time. I do like that idea. Still being aggressive over at first base. He did pick off Reed his first time up. Bunt shown and pulled back. It'll miss for ball one. Blomquist does have plenty of fire behind his pitches. He is a listed 85-mile-per-hour pitcher. The 1-0. Swing and a miss now, 1-1. And a big thing that does help him out on the mound is his football background, as he is a quarterback for Medina. And now it's a balk. I think he knew it pretty easily as well, as he kind of just came down there and couldn't decide where he wanted to go with his foot. So that'll put the first run of the game for NMC Canes in scoring position. Count remains 1-1 strike. Blomquist will show the pitch, and it'll be bunted wide right. Count now 1-2. And I'm still not that surprised to see the bunt. I mean, you do have the runner up. That was always the goal. But you have an opportunity now to move him up to third with two down, and then you trust Payne to get the job done, a job that he has done so many times today already. Good drive to the left side. It is going to drop in left field, and they are going to hold up the runner. And that'll put runners at the corners with one down. A nice drive from Branson Reed. He is now 2 for 2 today. And now the offense turns to Payne. Jackson Payne, a rising sophomore at Pleasant. 3 extra base hits in the first game today for NMC Canes. And an opportunity to bring in the first run of the game for the boys in white. First pitch from Blomquist is in there for strike one. And even more so, that balk from Blomquist looks to be important. As the goal right now is just to keep it a 2-0 game. The 0-1. Also there now 0-2. And I think Blomquist trying to look back the runner at first base, kind of just striking fear opposed to really giving an offering. His goal is at the plate. The 0-2 fouled back. So we will see it again. Once again, this was a year of change for the NABF World Series. In prior years, the 16 and 18U competitions were held in Youngstown, at Struthers to be exact, at Bobstein Park. Popped up off to the right side, and it is out of play. But this year, it did change leadership now over to the Diamond League and WRCL. So we now have the 16 and 18U in the Canton area, with the 18U more up by the east side in Willoughby, mainly with Andrews Osborne Academy. And then we have the Collegiate World Series at Thurman Munson. The 0-2, it is there for strike three looking, 2 down. Strikeout number 4 today, and yet another one looking. And that makes Blomquist's job a little bit easier. Still not a walk in the park by any means. First and third, 2 down. And then I'll see Jace Canes, the starting pitcher for NMC Canes, step in. Trail runner will go, and it'll be indifference, but 0-1 the count as it is a strike. No surprise not to see an offering down at second base. That would just be a free invitation for the runner to take off and try to score from third. So now 2 runners in scoring position. A good drive into the outfield. No, it is snatched up at second, and the side is retired. That ball looked destined to get through, but in the end, it is Cervenak snatching it, and that'll keep the goose egg on the scoreboard. If not for that effort at second base, we could be tied at 2. But what a play. Complete extension and got the job done. Impressive work from the second baseman. He could be up in the bottom of the inning as he would be the number 4 hitter of the frame. But middle of 3 in Jackson, it is NMC Carevic up 2-0 on NMC Canes. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome back to Jackson High School for the bottom of the 3rd inning. NMC Carevic up 2-0 on NMC Canes. First pitch sails up high and to the backstop. 1-0 the counts. Miller, Troyer, and Leach 4, 5, and 6. The middle of the order due up for NMC Carevic in the bottom of the 3rd inning. An opportunity for them to extend their lead as it is really on the back of Cervenak as his excellent play over at second base ended the top of the 3rd with one heck of a web gem. The 1-1 bounce is wide for ball 2. What a good day of baseball so far here at Massillon Jackson. But still a little bit of time left to go. 2-1, chopped over towards third, picked up by Peters. His throw to 1 is on the money, courtesy of a great stretch. And that is a great way to get out number 1. Nice work over at third, and that'll help settle things down for NMC Canes. With 1 down, it is Logan Troyer, the DH, stepping in. 0-for-1 today with a fly out to left field. And once again, he could be a guy that comes on, depending on his usage so far, to close this one out, as he did close out the state championship game with a complete game shutout for Waynedale. First pitch in there for strike 1. And once again, it does appear that the rain has returned to Massillon Jackson. And the hope is that it does stay only as a drizzle. And looking around the grounds today, it did rain a little bit in Kent, but I believe it did blow through. So that is what we hope to see again here. Here comes the 1-1 from Canes. In there for strike 2. And a clear no-doubter, as even though the ball was dropped, the decision's still the same. Been a lot of rain this week, and really this weekend in general, as a couple of the days of play, whether it be in this tournament or others, have been kind of put into jeopardy. But for the most part, we have been able to grind through the rain, and we have had a lot of great baseball this week. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Canes. His pitch, it is up high, now 2-2. Looking ahead to the top of the 4th inning for NMC Canes, it is Ciroli, Chenevi, and Peters. 4, 5, and 6, so the heart of their order as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Canes tries it again, and he will miss off the plate. Now we have seen a couple of grip issues in this game, but that was earlier on when the rain was starting to first come down. That could come back into effect here. Canes will try again to get it in there, and he won't have to. Swing and a miss, 2 down. Strikeout number 4 today from Jace Canes. And this has been a very heavily influenced game by the strikeouts. Combined 8 between Blomqvist and Canes. And a lot of them looking that one a swing and a miss. If you count them up for both sides, 1 strikeout looking it appears for Carevic, and then a total of 3 for Canes. But still, this game far from over, and we saw that in the last contest. The 1-0. In there now, 1-1 the counts. Cade Leach back up again. So far today, 0 for 0 as he walked his first time up. Now 1-2 the count as he takes that one. And going back to his exit velo, 91, one of the better ones on this team. And these stats are all subjective, but we kind of go with what PBR suggests for these players, and that is what they rated it as. Swing and a miss on the 1-2, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts for Canes. He now has 5 today. Through 3 in Jackson. 2-0 your score. NMC Carevic on top of NMC Canes. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Three innings complete in our NABF World Series Championship game. It is NMC Carevic up 2-0 on NMC Canes. For Canes in this inning, it is going to be the starting catcher, Ciroli, followed by Chenevy and Peters to swing. And down 2-0, they could have tied up the game in the third, but an excellent play over at second base by Cervenak prevented that. The 0-1 down Broadway, now 0-2 the counts. And both teams having to battle these conditions, going from the heat to the clouds to when the sun comes out, managing that. A whirlwind of conditions, but these two have done really well with it. And that is the difficulty of summer baseball in comparison to spring. Spring, if it's 30 degrees and you show up to the ballpark, you expect it. If it's rain and you can't predict the sun and you show up to it in the summer, you're not really too happy about it and not really expecting it. The 1-2, swing and a miss, or no, he looks at it for strike 3. And I'm just more surprised that was a strike as he slipped on the mound. A couple of times that he has slipped, but there is out number 1. We'll watch that one back, and I was just taking it back with the fact that he still got it in there. And he just looked at it on the outside edge. I mean, last time he did slip, it was a double play. But the mound has had some maintenance done to it over the past couple of days. So we will see if it does hold up for the rest of this contest, as the slipping is not a good sign. The 0-1. It is up high now, 1-1 the count. And that is a big concern with these players of if one player slips or one thing goes wrong, how do they work from there, and are they then okay? And once again, he slips, but it is a strike. There might be no method or rhythm to his slips, but so far when he actually goes to the ground, he finds the strike zone, so that could be a new method to success. The 1-2, it is just going to miss low. So far, 5 strikeouts today for Blomqvist, 4 of which have been looking as well. Here comes the 2-2, and there is another one looking. 5 strikeouts looking, 6 total today for Blomqvist. 2 up, 2 down. And at some point, you have to wonder, okay, 2 strikes, you have to protect. Will they? But so far, River Blomqvist has been tremendous on the mound. No damage allowed. 1 hit total, I believe, maybe 2. But otherwise, nothing crazy. Fly ball sent into right field. That one will be caught by Colleran, and the side is retired. What an inning for NMC Carevic, and it is their ace, River Blomqvist. He is putting on a show on the mound. It is the halfway point of our championship game, and this game belongs so far to NMC Carevic. Middle of 4 in Jackson. It is Carevic. The boys in blue up 2-0. You are watching the 2025 NABF World Series on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. First pitch down low for ball 1. And we are back to the action in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0 NMC Carevic on top of NMC Canes. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you if you are just tuning in. Some more lighthearted news than our usual it is what it is kind of attitude. There is some action in the bullpen, but it is just 2 young kids playing, so that is kind of fun as they're just playing catch over there. Kind of one of the cool parts of the game of baseball that you don't talk about in a championship kind of setting, but you do today, and there's a better view of them playing on your screen. Awesome. They're just having fun and getting used to the game of baseball. 2-1, hit up the middle towards second. Nice pickup there. Throw to 1, follow suit, 1 down. And that'll retire the leadoff hitter in Cervenek. With 1 down, it is Reef Snyder, the catcher, stepping in. An RBI single his first time up. We will have a low-scoring affair on hand. A far cry from our 32-run thriller earlier on today, as no, that is not what happens in the first quarter of a basketball game or anything along those lines. It was a true baseball game. And at one point it was, I believe, 14-7. You did have that extra point on top of it added on and all of that. Good drive into center field. That one is down, as it'll be a 1-out single for Reef Snyder. He is now 2 for 2 today. But that first game was just an anomaly. You don't usually see 32 runs in a tournament semifinal, but that is what we saw, and it wasn't a bad game. A lot of credit to the Diamond Boys. They fought in that game, but just in the end, they fell short. 1-on-1 down for Knox Lewis, the first baseman. First pitch right down Broadway, 0-1 the count. But this game so far controlled by NMC Carevic. And as we enter the final couple of innings of play, once again with the rain, will that affect the final outcome here? Both of these squads used to playing in rain, so that definitely does help their cause. And you hate to keep bringing up the rain, but it is going to be a factor in this game whether you like it or not. You have to look at the factors of the game. You have to look at the things that the players cannot control, and the weather is one of them. But how do they adapt to it? We saw the same exact thing on Friday in between the first couple of games as it did rain early. Here comes the 1-2, and it is off the plate, evening things up. And even on Wednesday in Kent, we saw it too with the Storms. Both H24 Longhorns DeBoard and Press-On Hansey had to play through some really tough storms, but still, they were able to have a good game. Fly ball sent into right field. It is down the line, and it is going to be extra bases. And they are going to hold up the lead runner at third. Put two runners in scoring position, one down. It is a beautiful double from Knox Lewis. And that puts two runners in a prime spot, more importantly than just being in scoring position. The offense has really slowed down for Carevic over the past couple of frames. They needed a swing like that to get them back into the right mindset. And it is the top of their order coming back in. No better time than now to, I don't want to say put the game to bed, as they would need a lot of runs for that, but to put themselves one step closer to making that a reality. First pitch sails up high, but a nice catch behind the dish to keep it close. 1-0 the count. It is Colorado 1 for 2 back in, a double and a strikeout for him so far. And he is a player looked at to potentially get some post-tournament accolades. We will see what eventually he takes home. 1-0 in there now, 1-1 the count. Looking ahead to our coverage this upcoming week, we did just find out that on Wednesday, the OPL Tournament Championship games will not be held at Lakewood, as Lakewood will be under renovation for their turf, meaning the baseball Diamond is going to be hosting football practice. So Coach Polo will have priority of the Diamonds, so location of those games is to be determined. 2-1 in there now, 2-2 the counts. But we'll talk more about the potential locations of that game later on once we know where those games could end up falling. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It is up high for ball 3, and we are full. If Colorado does walk, though, the bases would be loaded, and that sets up McMillan with a prime opportunity. Rain coming down a little bit more steady now. Here comes the payoff pitch from Canes, and it is fouled back. And still no action in the bullpen. I kind of think both pitchers are kind of going to be told to go the distance, especially given just what happened in these past couple of games. Canes having to go out there and throw a couple of extra pitchers in the last game. And then NMC Carevic, they threw 2 in the last one. Payoff pitch is down low in the dirt for ball 4. And that is going to be a walk that loads up the bases for NMC. And now if you are Aiden McMillan, a prime spot to really change this game. 2-0 right now. A good drive deep into the outfield makes it 4. Even deeper could make it 5. It is go time for this offense as the rain is coming down. First pitch to McMillan. It is in there for strike 1. After McMillan, it is Lewis, then Miller. The pitch. Good drive into the outfield. It is down for extra bases. There is the big swing NMC Carevic has been looking for. 2 will score. They send a third home. The play at the plate is not in time. It is a bases clearing 3 RBI triple. Aiden McMillan does the job, and that'll make it 5-0 NMC Carevic. And just like that, a big swing puts momentum firmly with NMC Carevic. and they are well on their way to a big, big victory. Talk about a way to clear the bases. McMillan unleashes one of the best swings that we have seen today and really this whole summer. Ground ball up the middle, hit towards second. The throw to one, it is in time for out number 2, but that'll bring in run number 6. The bases are cleared, yes, but a 4-run inning. NMC Carevic in the driver's seat. And now with the bases cleared, it is Cam Miller stepping in. Miller has struck out and has grounded out so far in this game. But if you are an NMC Carevic fan, you have to be feeling really good about your chances right now. Your offense, after a tough outing in the last game, scoring 4 runs in 10 innings. You have 4 runs in this one, 6 total. But this is what they feel they should be in. The last game was the tougher of the two heading in, as you have a 16U versus a 15U on paper, and it's teams within your organization that gives you an understanding that nobody else has. Good piece up the middle, but snatched up at second. It is back-to-back putouts for Bowman, and the side is retired. But this game has flipped. NMC Carevic plates 4 in the bottom of the 4th inning. To the 5th inning we go in Stark County. It is the boys in blue on their way to a title, up 6-0 on NMC Canes. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Top of 5 at Massillon Jackson. Once again, the rain is coming down steady, so we will see how the defense is able to manage this one. First pitch is pieced up towards third on a light bloop, and it is caught for out number 1. A quick first out as Cartwright makes the play. And he has a new change coming in for Leach at third. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good efficiency so far from Blomquist. And that'll now bring in the lefty Studer. Swing and a miss on the second pitch. 0-1 the count. And NMC Carevic, they have been the more vocal of the two squads in this game. And that could be a reason why they control their fate here. 0-1, swing and a miss, now 0-2. And as of right now, Blomquist is in line for another big win for himself. And potentially a full 7-inning outing. 0-2 right down Broadway. It is strike 3 looking, 2 down. Strikeout number 7 today from Blomquist. And I believe that is the 6th looking. They're just not swinging the bat. And that is a big issue right now. Down by 6 with at most 7 outs to work with. But keep in mind with the run rule of 10 runs after 5, if Carevic turns around and plates 4 in the bottom of the inning, it's over. And it's not like they can't do it because they did it in the last inning. 0-1 the count on Bowman. He'll file that one back now. 0-2. Blomquist doing everything he can to make quick work of this order. And in the rain, no less. This is impressive work from him. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Strikeout number 8 today from Blomquist. And that'll wrap up the second go-around of the order for the defense. We could see the third start, but the offense, they want to get out of here with a win. If they plate 4, the game is over. Bottom of 5 upcoming in Jackson. It is NMC Carevic up 6-0 on NMC Canes. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome back to Massillon Jackson High School. Bottom of the 5th inning. 6-0 your score. NMC Carevic on top and in the driver's seat as they look to officially clinch their title of the NABF World Series. They're close, but there's a chance they do have to play the full 7 just depending on how this game does finish. And it is simple. They score 4 in this inning. The game is over. But NMC Canes, they want to push this one all the way to 7 if they can. The 1-1 hit down the line. It is a fair ball, and that is going to be extra bases. A nice, powerful swing from Troyer in the leadoff spot, and he is rewarded with a double. The DH gets his first hit of the day. And the first man up is the first man in scoring position of the inning. And now that'll set up Cade Leach. But now it does appear that he will officially be taken out for Cartwright. That change was made defensively at the top of the inning and now offensively in the bottom. Cartwright, a rising junior at Avon Lake, honorable mention all district, second team SWC this past season while batting .323 with 20 hits, 15 RBIs, and 3 doubles. First pitch down Broadway for strike 1. Once again, this is the second to last Sunday of travel ball in the 2025 season. The 0-1 shot foul, now 0-2. The latest teams can play is July 31st, but most teams are going to complete their competitions by next Sunday. So it's crazy to think that a couple weeks ago we were still waiting on some OHSAA state champions to rejoin their teams, and now we're about done. The 0-2 taken for ball 1. But that is just the nature of summer ball. It goes by so quick. It's such a small period of time, usually just under 2 months. And then all of a sudden it goes to August 1st and you're back in football mode. 1-2 misses up for ball 2. But after next week, we will not be done with our baseball coverage overall this year as we plan to be back in action on September 13th at the Captain Stadium for some Tri-C baseball. The 2-2, good drive down the line, foul. And in that game on September 13th, they will be taking on the Lake Erie Storm. So that'll be a fun matchup as old Tri-C catcher Brendan Hazuda will make his homecoming on the road. And on top of that, Tri-C also has some other tough opponents in their fall conquests, such as Akron and Kent States. And on top of that, you have the pitcher U of Division II in Ashland. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and even more so the bench being vocal. The pitch, it is in the dirt for ball 3, and we are full. After Cartwright, it goes to Cervenak. For those just tuning in, no, this game has not gone on for 2 hours already. We were an hour delayed due to the longevity of game number 2. Payoff is popped on the line foul. In fact, we are just over an hour into this game. We got underway at around 4:30. Time locally is now around 5:40. So to be more exact, an hour and 10 minutes in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Ground ball down the left field line. And once again, it'll get through. And that is going to bring in run number 7 for NMC Carevic. It is going to be an RBI double for Cervenek. Or excuse me, that is for Cartwright. So back-to-back RBI doubles, or excuse me, just back-to-back doubles. That time the RBI tacked on. And this game looking more and more like a big victory for NMC Cervenek. Or excuse me, NMC Carevic. And now it is going to be Cervenek stepping in. And all of a sudden, the boys in blue 3 runs away from getting the run rule win. Make sure you stay with us after this game concludes, as we will have our trophy presentation along with our player of the game here on SmeeSports, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. First pitch misses up high for ball 1. Cervenek so far has walked and has grounded out today. But it is definitely getting darker out here at Jackson. There are lights, but I don't think that this is the time or really the kind of place to use them here. Albeit we did see lights used all day at Kent State on Wednesday, which still was an interesting decision. Takes a lot of energy to turn them on. And they were on all day. 2-0 sails up for ball 3. So now a 3-0 count. And after Cervenek, it goes to Reef Snyder. Runner at second, nobody out. And an opportunity to put a second runner on. The 3-0, it is going to hit for strike 1. Good recovery by Canes, and once again, no action in the bullpen. I think he is the only pitcher they have left. And no surprise given the fact that they used 4 in the last game. The 3-1 sails up for ball 4. The back pick down to 2. It had a chance. Now it is in center field, and they are going to send the runner to third, and he is there. Now the trail runner goes to second base, and it is a 2-base walk for NMC Carevic. You never see that happen, but there it is. A 2-base walk for Cervenek, and that'll bring in Reef Snyder as the run rule inducing run. But time now called. And we will see what NMC Canes ends up doing here. It's a big decision for them if they do keep in their pitcher or if they make the change. And if they do make the change, who they have left. Canes is going to come off of the mound. And we will see who replaces him. But as we do have our call to the bullpen made, we will step aside on SmeeSports. NMC Carevic in the driver's seat of 7-zip on NMC Canes. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The call to the bullpen has been made by NMC Canes in the bottom of the 5th inning. It is going to be Hayden Peters on the throw, moving over from third base. And now it is going to be Canes who started the game, now at third. First pitch from him is a ball, 1-0 the counts. It is Reef Snyder, the catcher, stepping in. He does represent the run rule inducing run here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The run rules are 12-run lead after 4 and 10-run lead after 5. And obviously the 4th inning has come and gone. And now the 10 after 5 is possible in each of the next 2 innings for NMC Carevic. The 1-1 will miss for ball 2. And that could then give an opportunity for Knox Lewis, who is 2 for 2 today. An opportunity to go 3 for 3 and to wrap things up nicely in this NABF World Series. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss, now 2-2. And the velocity change could definitely mess with these hitters. We will see how they eventually time him up if they can. Here comes the 2-2. Fly ball sent foul off to the left side. And once again, the rain is steadily coming down here, and you can hear the sloshing of the water on the road out in center field. Weren't able to hear that before. Here comes the 2-2. It is to the backstop, and that is going to bring in run number 8. Count now full, and NMC Carevic 2 runs away from walking out of here with a run rule win. So now 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Peters, he needs one here. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it is to the backstop, but it is going to reverb right back. Put him at the corners, nobody out on the walk, and the run rule inducing run now stands at first base for NMC Carevic. Even more so, the pieces are in place for them to walk this one off in the bottom of the 5th. And make sure you stay with us for our Player of the Game presentation presented by CrossFit Strongsville, along with the tournament trophy presentation. First pitch into Lewis is fouled back, 0-1 the counts. Looking ahead to our broadcast schedule next week, our first game is up in the air as our first 2 are supposed to be the OPL championships, but they are looking for a new home as Lakewood is currently under some renovations that bump the football team over to the baseball diamond. So we will have updates once that is decided of where that is actually going to take place. Then Thursday, right now, the plan is to be in Kent for some Kent State invite action. Friday through Sunday, it is going to be the NABF World Series for the Collegiate Division, and that is going to wrap things up for us, at least baseball-wise, this summer. And then once again, we will be back to baseball coverage on September 13th at Captain Stadium as Tri-C takes on Lake Erie. Runner goes, the 1-2. Popped up on the infield, and it is going to be caught for out number 1. Nobody is there at first. They shovel over. There is out number 2, but run number 9 will come around to score. But that makes this very tough now for NMC Carevic as they might have to play into the 6th inning. Because they overestimated that pop-up. And now the bases are cleared. Colloran back at the top of the order. He will have to hit here, and he now represents the run rule inducing run in this inning. First pitch misses low for ball 1. And as the rain continues to come down, if the defense starts to get sloppy, that could be a small window for NMC Canes to take, but one they could occupy. 1-0 misses upstairs for ball 2. And looking at the way this one is shaping out, Colloran could walk here and McMillan could drive him in. The 2-0 will miss for ball 3. And I believe this is the final game across any of the divisions in the NMC, or excuse me, in this the NABF World Series. And if the result holds, this will be the second NMC Carevic squad to win today, as NMC Carevic 18U took care of Release 17U Carinci in the championship game of the 18U division. And that could have been an all NMC affair, but NMC Reitenbach did fall in the semifinals to Release, and that then allowed them to make it. Winning run at first base for NMC Carevic, as it is going to be McMillan stepping in to try and bring him in. First pitch, a strike, 0-1 the count. If we do see the sixth inning, it is Reed, Payne, and Canes, 1, 2, and 3 for NMC White. Runner goes in the 0-1. Fly ball sent to right field. That one has a chance to get down, and it is going to, but it is going to be foul. And that was going to be the game done and over with right there. A good swing from McMillan. And I think Colleran thought when he was rounding third that he had a chance to score, but not quite. And that is a gut-wrenching feeling. Ran all the way around the bases, had to go right back. And he'll try it again with an 0-2 count. He goes, the pitch. It is another drive, this time into center field, and it has a chance to get down, but it'll be caught. And we will see the sixth inning. Somehow, in some way, this game will continue. It's a 3-spot for NMC Carevic. They control their own destiny, but it is a chance for NMC Canes to fight back through 5 in Jackson. It is the boys in blue up 9-0. You are watching the 2025 NABF World Series on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Top of the sixth inning at Jackson High School, and we are still playing. First pitch down low in the dirt for ball one. NMC Carevic came close to the run rule in the fifth, but in the end fell just short as a fly ball was caught in right field, and that ended the inning. Swing and a miss on the 1-0, 1-1 the count. But River Blomquist, an opportunity to take his strikeout tally into double digits in this game. So far has 8. Needs 2 more to get to 10, and I feel like that would be a very good performance from him and a good way to bookend this NABF World Series for NMC Carevic. Both the 16U and the 18U who have the unique opportunity of sweeping the board together. 18U winning the 18U and 16U on their way to winning the 16U tournament. Now, it is not a possibility, but I would love to see NMC 16U take on NMC 18U to decide an overall champion, since they are within the same organization, and that would be a brother versus brother battle. Always fun to see those, as those who follow us, we know we absolutely love our brother versus brother battles, especially in basketball with Garfield and Warrensville. The 1-2 chopped foul and off of an ankle. But speaking of Warrensville, the news was released recently that they will be taking on Spire, who now has the old Montverde head coach, on December 4th, and that'll be a fun game to be at for us, as we'll be making the trip up from Mount Union to cover what looks to be one of the games of the season. But that's for when it is snowing outside and when Mariah Carey is dominating the charts. 1-2, once again fouled away, so it will stay the same. But we thank everybody who has tuned in throughout today. It has been a long day at the ballpark. Our semifinals taking a combined 5 hours, so a lot longer than expected. And here we are in the championship game, which is also running longer than it could have. The 1-2 looking, and it is going to be strike 3. And that is out number 1. Strikeout number 9 today from Blomquist. Yet another strikeout looking. And if you are NMC Canes, taking this game as it is, whether it be you have one more tournament or if this is it, you got to work on that. You got to be more aggressive with 2 strikes. Maybe if they were, this game could be slightly different, but that is a what-if scenario that we will never know the answer to. 0-1 the count on Jackson Payne. Blomquist sets and delivers. Bounces it in. Now 1-1 the count. And I think the more it rains, the more and more we're going to see pitches like that. The field definitely still playable, and I don't think we're going to get to that point where it's not. But still, with the ball getting slippery, that could become an issue. 1-1 up high for ball 2. And we saw what that did to Antonio Escano against Athletics a couple of weeks ago at Kent. Absolute monsoon, couldn't grip the ball at all. And Escano, an ace, and really one of the best pitchers in Northeast Ohio, he allowed 2 pass balls to become runs. And it was really just showing how bad the weather was. And in the end, play never resumed after it was stopped that day. 2-1 in the strike zone now, 2-2 the count. After Payne, it goes to Canes. But if you are River Blomquist, an opportunity to get your 10th strikeout of the game. And he will take it. Once again, it is looking 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts. And that is 4 in a row, stretching back to last inning. River Blomquist has been elite in this championship game. And looking at our Player of the Game award, he could be a guy that walks out here with it. He has really set the tempo, and really he has been a no-nonsense guy on the mound, allowing, I believe, 3 total hits so far today. First pitch to Canes up high for ball 1. In the bottom of the inning, it is going to be Lewis, Miller, and Troyer who will try to win the game, as NMC Carevic only needs 1 run to seal the deal. The 1-0. It is in there now, 1-1 the count. And looking around, there are still a good amount of fans here at Jackson High School, as they are braving the conditions to see their, whether it be son, grandson, you name it, play. And that is the fun part of travel ball. No matter the conditions, no matter where the games are, the fans somehow in some way find their way to the facility. 1-1. He slips, but once again, it's a strike. Might as well call it the slip ball for Blomquist. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and now we're going to have time as Blomquist will tie his shoe here. The mound's still slippery, but he is doing a great job to work through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blomquist sets and fires. Driven over towards first, and it is going to be caught, and eventually, as it did hit the turf first, he will take it over there and make the play to retire the side in order. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the inning for NMC Canes. NMC Carevic, a chance to walk out of here a half inning early, middle of 6 in Stark County. It is NMC Carevic in the blue, up 9-0 on NMC Canes. You are watching the 2025 NABF World Series on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. NMC Carevic needs 1 run to end the game here. It is the bottom of the 6th inning, and it does appear that Coach Carevic no longer out there on the bases. It is 2 assistants coaching first and third. And I think based on how much he got soaked in the last inning, that he is about done with being out in the rain, and he will see this one out from the dugout, and you really cannot blame him. So time to give somebody else a chance out here to have them run the bases. 1-0 up high for ball 2. And it looks like they're going to have to potentially get some work in soon, as 2 balls to no strikes. A good start for the offense. And that one just a bit up high, as that will sail to the backstop for ball 3. And that is the issue with the ball getting so slick right now, and it has been all game. The moment the rain started, we knew that was going to be an issue, and the issue is here and on the forefront again. The 3-0 from Peters, and it is going to connect for strike 1. So a good response from the relief pitcher. The 3-1 sails up to the backstop. It is ball 4, and he is going to sprint down the line. Not going to be able to take an extra base because of it, but it is still a leadoff walk for Cale Lewis. And Lewis now is the winning run for NMC Carevic. And there he is over at first. Now it is an opportunity for Cam Miller to get a second walk-off today. First pitch taken for strike 1. And I give Peters a lot of credit. He is still competing in and around the strike zone. A lot of these pitchers, they come in and you just take until you can't take anymore. But right now you have to be actively engaged against him. Otherwise, he is just going to strike you out simply. And that does make this final half inning, or potentially the second to last half inning, more intriguing. Runner goes, the 1-1 up high for ball 2. Throw down to second. It is into center field, and they are going to send him to third, and he is in. Cale Lewis 90 feet away from ending this game for NMC Carevic. And even more so, Cameron Miller, an opportunity for another walk-off today. The first one, a traditional walk-off. This one, more of a less, I would say, exciting walk-off. But a 3-1 counts. Right now, patience might be his best bet. As after Miller, it is Troyer. The 3-1 pops up foul, and we are full. But either way, the goal is simple for NMC Carevic. End the game in 6. Get a 10-0 win and take home a trophy for their troubles. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it is down low and blocked, but ball 4 nonetheless. Miller kind of just acting as a pawn now over at first base. And I would assume he will steal on the first pitch here, as even if he is out stealing second base, if the runner scores, it's not going to matter. Once again, anything behind Lewis, unless Lewis gets out himself, is irrelevant. But first and third for Logan Troyer, the DH, a double his last time up. Trail runner goes, good drive, deep to left field. That one, it is caught for out number 2, and the relay home will not be in time, and it is NMC Carevic walking out of here with a 10-0 run rule victory. It is both NMC Carevics winning the NABF World Series, NABF World Series champions. It is swept by the brothers. What a job by both NMC Carevic squads. The one here in Massillon and the one here, or the one up north, I should say, in the Hawkins/Andrew Osborne area that won the 18U division. One final commercial break, but it is going to be a party when we return for NMC Carevic as they get the 10-0 win. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. As both NMCs get their trophies, NMC Canes getting the runner-up and NMC Carevic getting the championship trophy, we are back here at Massillon Jackson High School. A big win today in the NABF World Series for NMC overall, as the 16U division belongs to NMC Carevic, and same with the 18U division. It is this squad, coached by one of the brothers, winning 10-0 against NMC Canes. Your player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Usually in these bigger wins, we don't opt for pitching, but it's hard to ignore the line of River Blomquist. So far in this tournament, he has been tremendous, both offensively and defensively. But defensively today, 10 strikeouts, absolute domination, and he will be our player of the game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. And I believe overall the tournament MVP given out by the NABF, it is going to go to Braden Colloran for his offensive prowess. And we'll try to listen in here to see what we can find out as well. And I believe that is going to be Blomquist winning game MVP from the NABF as well. And there might be one other award to hand out as well. And it does look like that they're just going to have their final presentation here, as they do now have a team picture to take. And that is going to wrap up their time here at the NABF World Series. A big win overall for NMC Carevic. To stay up to date on all of the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter, as well subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. If you are new, go down below and subscribe. There is no cost, and it greatly helps out all that we do at SmeeSports as we serve the Cleveland and Stark County areas, bringing the best broadcast coverage around to our great athletes. It has been a fun ride so far this year. One more week left to go in summer ball, and then we are off to the races heading towards fall. And unlike last year, we have more direction heading in. We kind of have our plan in place, and I'm excited to see where SmeeSports goes in the coming year. And really, when we look back in a year from now, when we're hopefully back here doing another NABF World Series, we can see where we have grown overall. But as well, you can become a broadcast sponsor and join the SmeeSports family by contacting us at one of those avenues on your screen. And we would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring today's broadcast. They have been with us all summer, and we appreciate what they do. Thank you as well to the Diamond League and the NABF for bringing us on to do these NABF World Series Championship games. And we look forward to next week with the Collegiate Division. Should be a fun one. Only 7 teams in that tournament, so we will have our schedules out very soon. And then from there, we will see who our final couple of matchups will be this summer. And as well, if you want to help us out in a monetary fashion or just help us out in general, go check out our website at SmeeSports.com. And there you can stay up to date on all of the great written content that we have, along with leave a donation. And the way you can leave a donation is pretty simple. You go to the website, you go to the donation tab, and there the donation tab takes you right to where you can leave us a monetary gift of any kind. Any bit is appreciated, as we are running on sponsorships and partnerships as things stand. There's a monetary burden that goes along with these broadcasts, whether it be staffing, equipment maintenance, just equipment in general, and things along those lines. But that'll do it here from Massillon Jackson High School. One final big thank you to Massillon Jackson for hosting us this week. We really appreciate them having us out and allowing us to use their beautiful press box. I am Nathan Smee saying so long for now from Massillon Jackson High School, and we will see you again next week. Once again, our schedule is to be determined, as Wednesday's OPL tournament championships are now up in the air, as that could be changed due to the fact that Lakewood is now unavailable. So we will see where those games are going to be hosted. There is a chance that they are at Hudson. If that is the case, we should be able to do both games Either way, it should be a fun conclusion to the OPL season. I am Nathan Smee, once again saying so long from Jackson High School, and we will see you again next time. This has been the 2025 NABF World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. Thank you all once again for joining us today, and wherever you are watching, we thank you for spending your time with us this week, this weekend, whatever you have watched with us, we do appreciate. Thank you all one more time, and we will see you again next time.